All right, let's bring it back home. Need legal advice fast and free? Well, you can now have access to some of the best legal minds at the touch of your fingertips. Multilingual 365, South Africa's very first online free legal advice application, has been launched, and it's also available in most local official languages. So to tell us more is founding member Gugu Gumede, who joins us now, of course, from right here in Johannesburg. Gugu, a very warm good morning to you. This is quite fascinating, exciting, very necessary. Why, though, now, and the vision behind having this platform and this application providing such services to South Africans?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. The reason, and also the question in respect to why now, is that we have been unsatisfied with the current business model of law firms. It is very unaffordable to the ordinary South African. So therefore, we decided that it is time to disrupt the legal market. So that's why we then decided to implement this application. Well, the idea did not only start now. The idea has been there since 2016 when I started my own law firm. I realized that the current business model of law firm is very exploitative and unaffordable for the ordinary South African. So we decided that would be social entrepreneurs and develop an application where we would be able to provide free legal advice to the people of South Africa. And also, we realized that people do not only need legal representation, but the fundamental aspect is that people need legal advice.
Yeah, and in terms of those legal services, Gugu, I mean, what's on offering here? We're talking in all aspects, in all spectrums of, in as far as an individual needs legal advice, or will there be only specific legal offerings?
No, we provide we provide legal advice in most legal areas. So all that people need to do is just download the application and ask their question. We have about 12 qualified expert attorneys who provide expert legal advice in various areas of law. So we encourage people to download the application and ask their question, and we'll provide them with the necessary free legal advice.
Right. You mentioned earlier on that, you found this particular law sector to be exploitative to the majority of South Africans who cannot afford the exorbitant amounts at times that come with, having a lawyer by your side. So what happens then if one lives in those areas that still experience the digital divide? Perhaps they don't have access to a smartphone. Data costs are still quite expensive if I have to download the app and, sort of get my advice from the platform.
Okay, we are currently in talks with service providers. We would like to introduce voice and also USSD. Your USSD is your *120*, and then you can ask your question. That does not need data. So anyone would be able to access the free legal advice using the USSD method. So we're busy in talks with service providers so we can provide the service to all South Africans.
What I also found interesting, Gugu, is that, the legal advice can also be sourced or rather found in most official languages, which I find very refreshing. Why was this important to have as a feature?
Well, it was very important because not everyone is comfortable with writing and speaking English, and not everyone can converse properly in English. So that's why looking at the attorneys that we have, most of them are able to read and write in 3 or 4 different languages. So that's why we decided to offer the different languages as well.
All right, Gugu. So you're saying that we can download the app. It is Multilingual 365, right? On any Android or even, Apple phones.
Yes.
All right, then, Gugu Gumede.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. Gugu Gumede there from Multilingual 365, talking about an interesting app there. If you need free legal advice, you can do so at the tip of just your fingertips there. Just download Multilingual 365 and you'll be sure to receive the assistance, of course, in most official languages.